Can I say we're live yet? Now we're live. Hopefully it works. Just so everybody knows, we are 30 seconds in the future. So our speed is not up to par with you. So you'll see this actually 30 seconds behind. But anyway, besides that, hello and welcome to the first YouTube live stream with the Hillywood Show. Hi! Hopefully you guys can hear us okay. Hopefully they're look at our faces. We're just sitting there like,
this is our first YouTube
this
live
is our first
stream. So we're kind of testing this out, hoping you guys can see us right now. So sorry for a little just staring at the screens.
Yeah, that's so funny. Okay,
they can see us.
Hello everybody.
Okay.
Today we are discussing all things the Lord of the Rings parody. Because a lot of you have requested us to do a live stream again, and you had a lot of questions that you would ask us via Twitter and Facebook, and they're pretty lengthy, and we couldn't have the time to answer.
Yeah, we don't have the time to answer that, so sorry when you guys send emails and you're like, why didn't you answer my email? You never see anything. I'm like, we get over 500 messages a day, so sorry that we don't get to respond to every single one, but we have today to answer questions about Lord of the Rings parody, which we hope you guys loved and enjoyed, and thank you so much for sharing it. Woo-hoo. And continue to share it.
Yes.
For Frodo!
For Frodo! Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm guessing you guys liked the Lord of the Rings parody since you're in this chat.
Of course they did.
Well, I'm excited to know, what was your guys' I guess favorite part is what I want to ask you guys. Was it... Hannah, what was your favorite part?
While making it?
Yes. Favorite part.
That was really fun. I had fun with Bartok.
The first day, really?
Yeah, I had fun on the first day, and I had fun on Mount Doom with you, on the side of Mount Doom.
Oh, that
holding me.
Hannah was late, on my lap when I'm holding her, and I'm like, ring race, we're howling, and I've never left your side. She was actually smashing my leg with the weight of her body.
Because apparently I'm huge.
No, but I was awkwardly on rocks. We didn't have comfy stuff.
No, we were sitting on rocks.
And so my foot went numb, and it was stinging so bad. So half the time my eyes were watering. It's because my feet were asleep.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's saying when Frodo turned kind of crazy.
I thought I was crazy the whole time.
Someone says Shelob. Yay! The Shelob scene was their favorite.
Shelob was hard.
They think Gollum was the best.
Oh, my God.
The favorite scene is when Sam fights the spider. Seems like Shelob's a big favorite for a lot of people.
Someone says Mount Doom, so Mount Doom's hard because that's either outside or inside.
The interior of Mount Doom took a long time to shoot.
Took a lot, but I really like how all the interior turned out.
Yeah.
I really like that, but that was a long day. I think it was a 14-hour day to shoot that.
It went longer than what we thought, I think, because it was so tedious. And plus, we asked a lot of volunteers to show up, and the day of filming was 7 people canceled. So legit, nobody had a free hand for nothing.
There was no free hand for anything.
Just for someone to be like, hey, can you adjust the sleigh? Or hey, can you hold the fog machine? Everybody had a job. And so when we were like, oh, hey guys, the pizza's here. Who wants to open the door for the pizza? Everyone's
holding 2 objects.
I have a light and fog.
I'm holding the fog. I'm holding the fan. I'm doing the
schedule,
radio. I'm doing the strobe light.
It was too much.
We had fog, strobe lights, fan, lights.
Someone says didn't need the bread, I promise you.
Aww.
The lyric is I didn't eat the bread, I promise you, because if you remember in Return of the King, Gollum blames Sam for eating the lembas bread. And so that's why in the lyrics it says, didn't eat the bread, I promise you.
I didn't eat.
Because he finds and he's like, see, I didn't eat it. Aw. My favorite part is when Sam starts to fight back. Yes, with the Uruk-hai. The spider scene was amazing. Someone, Cecily? God, how do you pronounce her name? Cecile Hansen. She wants to know, when will we announce the reaction winner?
We're going to be doing that this coming week, actually. So hang tight, because we've already picked a winner. But now what we got to do is we actually got to film it. So we'll be filming that this week. So it'll be out like this week or like weekend, kind of ish. Mm-hmm. We'll let you guys know. Don't worry about it. But
we liked all your reactions.
I know,
though. It was funny. I think it was the first parody that you guys got emotional.
Yeah.
Because I think some fans with like, I think maybe Pirates and some of our older ones were like, oh my god, and they get excited because they're happy for us. You know, some of them get a little watery-eyed, but this one was like legit emotional, like pool when they were watching, and it was like, oh my gosh, because when we were filming it was emotional in some scenes, you know, because I had to cry, so I had to be emotional for that. But when we actually saw it being put together, like we kind of like had our little moments of like happy tears.
Yeah. It was good. I liked it. Well, we're huge fans of Lord of the Rings, so when we were putting it together, I don't know, I think it was just everything. Like everything. Yeah. All the wonderful collaboration from like the composer, especially.
Oh my gosh.
He's amazing.
His name is John Hoagie. And he is
brilliant.
By far one of the best, or one of the most amazing people we've ever collaborated with. So talented. And that's what it was when we first heard the soundtrack. It was like,
we were like tearing up. Like,
ooh, the feels are there.
Because we were like going for Let It Go, and it's usually that's all piano, which is Disney. But then when I heard this and being like a fan of Lord of the Rings, and that music, that music kind of has its own emotional feel. It was just like overwhelming feels.
Yeah. What are they saying? What did you think of when you were crying? I don't know. Sometimes I would just try to get in character and think of like Sam's relationship with Frodo, I guess sometimes is what made me kind of get into character. And then other times I'd actually have to think of like sad things, like my dog died a couple years ago. So, you know, you have to, if you're not getting there, then you kind of have to go into more method acting with this, putting yourself out there. But if not, I really tried just to have a connection with Frodo.
That was hard.
Just thinking of Frodo.
She had to stay emotional longer than I did because my scenes were shorter.
And you were lucky because you would just do the dry out technique.
I just dried out. But then it was weird because then sometimes I would be like, okay, wait for it. All right, now. And then I would start acting. I'd hear the music and I start kind of feeling a little bit. And I was like, oh, my eyes are watering. Go for it. I was like, yeah. Well, plus I didn't have to wear contacts, so it was easy for me to dry my eyes out. She had contacts in, so she had to cry because she couldn't dry her eyes out because the contacts would fall out.
Oh, why is it okay? Why is it blocked in some countries? Oh well. Sorry, we're just trying to put our live stream on the front page of our YouTube channel as well.
Oh.
So,
sorry.
Where should this go? In interviews or announcements? Sorry, we're just going to do this really quick.
I guess we're going to say announcements.
Or should it just go into vlogs? Maybe just vlogs right now.
Okay.
Sorry, this is behind the scenes of us running our YouTube channel.
Yeah, this is how we work. We question everything and click around and press buttons.
Because we've never done a live stream on YouTube before. So,
well, it's because of where we were positioned with another computer, and it was just really bad lighting, really crappy, sloppy room. Yeah. Which, as you can see, this is where we work. We vlog over there. That's where our vlogs are.
Hobbit wigs are here.
Hobbit wigs are still here from
our couch of vlog announcements and things.
Yeah.
But I think
this is actually where we edit.
This is where we edit. So you're seeing our faces. And we edit.
In the future, I don't know, we may use this area for something else, but we're thinking of other things that we could possibly do for our channel if we get enough time.
Yeah.
Because all of you guys are always like, we want more vlogs, and I'm like, we don't have a life. I'm sorry.
I know, I feel really bad, and plus we haven't...
Sorry, it's only 2 people running this whole show.
Yeah, and plus we haven't done special appearances since the summer. When was our last one?
FantasyCon?
Sorry, your finger was like...
No, Comic-Con. Was that the last one? Comic-Con? Yeah, Comic-Con. We didn't do anything in August, did we? No.
No, we didn't because we
Because
were like trying to film something. Yeah. It's all coming back.
It's all coming back.
So we haven't done our vlogs lately because we haven't been on tour. And other than that, we just have to really find some time to do like, hey, daily vlogging, or hey, sisters going to the mall, because we don't have time.
Hard.
Yeah, like we don't have time
to
do that stuff, because right now we're in the process of like trying to come up with summaries and new parodies that we want to do. And
which we
like
have to wait for like approval, which is Stinky Peewee with like music license stuff.
And now it's a little bit different, because before we used to just kind of pick and choose what we wanted and like went with it. But now that we're with Nerdist, they want us to do as many parodies as we can in a year. So instead of maybe just submitting for one summary, they would like to see the whole list for 2015. So we did that the other day. We submitted a whole list of 2015 parodies, and now we're just going to wait back to see if they can get the licenses and
if we get approval like and stuff like that. Yeah,
because just so you guys know, when we do submit for a music license, because copyright on YouTube, we can't put it up unless we get the license. So that takes a long time to approve, unless you're Disney or Legendary Pictures. It takes a really long time.
Yeah, because
it could take 2 months.
It could take 2 weeks to like 6 weeks or longer just to get a yes or a no.
Mm-hmm.
And you wait like 6 weeks, and they're like, "No, you didn't get approved for this or that." And you're like, "Oh my god."
Yeah,
I'm like dying over here.
Yeah,
like we've been sitting so long, but we just pray. We just always say our little prayers, and like if it didn't work, then that's not what God has for us right now. But as of right now, we're doing a live stream with you guys.
Yay! So, did you guys have any questions about the making of
everything we've done is within 5 to 6 days, and I think this one turned out to be 8 because
we had a pickup shot.
We had a pickup shot that we lied about. We didn't tell you guys. We had to do a pickup shot.
Yeah,
not including the spider. So it was like 8 days of filming.
Because originally the spider was supposed to be shot in 1 day. And when we came to it, we were already running behind, and the spider wasn't ready. Anyway.
Yeah.
The spider wasn't ready until 5 minutes before we were filming.
We got there at 9 in the morning, and the spider was still being built. And so we were like, oh, and they're like, sorry, we're not ready, like these guys that were creating it for us. And then we had to wait around till like, I think 1 for the spider to be done. So we had like crew just sitting around, so like we ate lunch. I mean, it was kind of relaxing, but then we were rushed for time because half the crew was supposed to leave by 8, and we were there till like midnight.
Yeah. But that's what's cool about working with volunteers, is that we use fans of the show like you guys, and so we know that they have our full support, or they have our full support, or whatever I'm trying to say. Vice versa.
They support us.
They support us. And so we can trust them, and so when we tell them we're running over, they're just we don't care.
Yeah, you guys, like, the ones that have been watching for a really long time, like you guys, you understand if we're like, hey guys, something's going wrong. Like, you're like, oh, if they'll get it done, it's just something went wrong, you know?
People are also asking us questions on Twitter. If you guys would like to do that, follow at Hilly Hindi and at Hannah Hindi, or you can just, if you're already following the Hillywood Show, just send questions there, because we are checking this and the chat at the same time to make it fair for everybody. So, okay, let's answer some questions. They're saying,
Hilly, from Anne.
From Anne, how long did it take to spend on makeup?
For Sam.
How long did it take you for Frodo?
If I was just dirty, it took me, like kind of dirty, like an hour and 45 minutes. Really dirty, like Mount Doom, 2.5 hours. Just this.
It would take me about...
And this.
It'd take me about 2.5 to 3 hours just for Sam's makeup, because I would change it up every day for the scenes. Of what he looked like for that day. Like, Hannah would do the Mount Doom look for the Mount Doom look. I would do Osgiliath look for the Osgiliath look, and then for the Kirithome look.
Frodo didn't really change much except for Mount Doom. That's really dirty.
So then I would do that, and then afterwards, She only had to do it like twice, but every single day for me, I'd have to put the ears and the feet on.
No, not every day. For the feet. For the feet, the ears were every day.
2 days without the feet, that's it. 2 out of 8 days, 6 days with feet and ears, and that process was like another 3 hours.
Yeah, so it was like almost
like a
6 hours
makeup. So what would be hard is that she would say, you need to be on set by 9, so that means I have to be up by like 3 a.m.
And then we get done filming at 12 midnight if there's something that went wrong, and so then you've only got an hour's sleep, and there's nothing you can do about it. Because you would come home, and then you would have to take off everything, because you don't want to sleep in that.
Caroline wants to know, how did you do the chapped lips?
Oh, that's a secret I can't tell.
That's a movie secret that we had to learn for ourselves.
Yeah, sorry.
But we did try, which was wrong.
Oh.
I did try toilet paper, and that's not it. So don't try toilet paper on your lips, and don't try drying out your lips.
No, it's not that.
And it's not even that nice to have on.
It's really frustrating. You can't move your mouth all day.
You can't really move your mouth.
You can, but it's going to come off eventually.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't give that away.
Constantina says, why was your bag so heavy, Hilly?
Oh, because we've had people like, why is it so heavy? Why don't you use a heavy bag? And the bag was like only filled with like face towels. Like it was super light. I think we put like 2 little bath towels just to make it stuffy. But the only reason it was heavy is because the pans that were on her were actual metal pans.
Yeah.
Because anything that was fake looked fake. And the only reason why we put the cauldron, and that was actually a fake one, was plastic, because it was too heavy already.
Yeah.
The pans would have looked really poopy.
Oh my god, we almost have 300 people watching. That's awesome.
Hi, guys.
Hey, guys. But yeah, and plus I wasn't a part of the making of the backpack, because at that time I was editing the Walking Dead parody. So while she was scripting,
I wasn't scripting. We had already scripted it.
Not scripting, sorry. While she was in pre-production, like getting costumes together, I was editing. Costumes I actually physically couldn't. So I trusted her to have the backpack made, and so
I would go, hey Hilly, and I'd bring like the laptop, and I'd say, is this backpack color gonna be okay? And she was like, don't talk to me, I'm editing, figure it out. And like that was the first time I did not have her help for Lord of the Rings, but thank God we know Lord of the Rings. Like we're huge fans, so I knew like that color was probably the right color. Because other than that, we kind of always want to bounce off each other to be like, are you feeling this? Are you feeling this? And then
yeah, so I was unaware on how heavy it was going to be. And when I first put it on the first day,
it doesn't feel that bad.
But I couldn't even get into it because it's so tight.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even get into it. And then when it was on, I was like, this is kind of hefty.
But
then,
it was like not that bad at first.
Yeah, but I have a bad shoulder.
Yeah, that's true.
So I was already like, uh-oh, and it wasn't that bad, but I mean, it kept knocking me over. But by the 8th day, I was in tears when I had it on. I was like, I was getting lightheaded because it was pushing so hard on me.
It really is not that bad. It's just the fact over the time that it had to be worn, and the course of the days,
it's still 30 pounds.
I was getting tired of picking it up to give it to you.
Yeah, and you're not even having it on, so it was bad. Don't listen to her.
No, initially is what I'm saying.
Okay, let's check our Twitter stream on what their questions about the making of the Lord of the Rings is.
Someone's saying that the audio's going out when we put up pictures.
Oopsies! I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, everybody, I apologize. I am gonna fix that right now. Don't you mind? I'm so sorry. I feel like the biggest idiot right now, but this is what happens when you are live. And we are learning right now, and I'm fixing all of this.
Sorry.
Yes. So I do apologize for that. Let's see. Can you guys hear me now? I think so. I'm seeing the mic, but I have to actually do all of these myself. So,
okay. I think
Hannah, look at some questions via Twitter.
Okay.
And see what people are asking there while I fix the audio.
I will see.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm an idiot.
Let's see. Someone says, I'm looking for Lord of the Rings questions. I'm not looking for questions about other things. We're talking about Lord of the Rings parody.
Yes.
I'm looking because I've got people asking other questions.
All right.
Gosh, these are kind of like the same questions. Hold on, let's see. Oh, this is a good question from Mary Jamie. She's from Russia. Hi, all the way in Russia. And she wants to know, is it hard to be an actress, to direct, to do the makeup, to do the hair all the time? Yes.
Yeah.
It's really difficult because
we still do everything by ourselves.
even though Hilly is there acting or I'm there directing, it's hard because that's not just one job that you have to focus on. She's not just there being like, oh, I'm an actress. It's like I have to keep asking her, so Hilly, the camera's here, and then we're going to do this. And she can't just be like, I don't know, tell me what to do, because I'm like, you came up with this idea, so we need to work together. So it's really difficult half the time because I can't just focus on filming and doing a job. I'm running the whole thing, trying to get it to look right. I have great volunteers and crew there that thankfully help.
And then plus before that, we have like a sit down where I tell her all the angles. Pretty much like I direct her the whole vision with all the angles and all the scenes and the framing. And then when she's on set, she's doing it.
So as she's telling
she's
me,
like already taking my interpreted thing and putting it into action.
And I have to like organize it. So
it's hard. Yeah. Because it's not like she's just like, oh, hey, I know exactly. She has to kind of sometimes go to me, wait, what was the angle again? Are you sure? Like,
or I wrote it and somehow Hilly meant
yeah.
the other side, like to the right, not to the left. And I was like, oh, but you said left. And she's like, no, I said right. And I'm like, you said left.
I'm a dyslexic child. Be nice to me. Someone goes, you are very good at multitasking. That's from Caroline.
Oh, here's a good question from Alice Cassidy. Would you rather wear the feet for a week or wear the backpack for a week? Feet.
Backpack's too heavy.
Because at least with your feet you can sit down and get off your feet. With
yeah,
but my
feet were I don't know if you experienced it though. My feet were super sore by the day when I was going his light. That was like the 4th day. And my little ankles were like, oh, because there's no support in those feet whatsoever. They are flat pancakes. So when you put them on, your little ankles can buckle, which was fine the first day, but I don't even know how the cast of Lord of the Rings did it, because like I only did it for 8 days. They did it for like 300 and like something. I'd probably cry.
Aaron Tuane says, love from New Zealand. Yay! Hi, New Zealand. Who wrote the lyrics for the song? We both did. We both worked together on that, because she'll say, oh, I'm trying to say this, and I'm like, okay, and I kind of figure it out. I kind of really help Hilly a lot with the lyrics, but she tells me what she wants to happen, so then we have to try to figure out where does that happen.
Like on the part, like for example, with didn't eat the bread, I promise you, I was saying, trying to explain something to her. I go like, we need Sam to realize the bread for then it to continue into she love. I go, so maybe the lembas bread, I didn't do it, and we help each other. It's a funny process.
I didn't do it.
Like, ta-da!
Oh. Can't get to me at all.
Oh, kia ora! Oh, we got some New Zealanders watching.
I know, that's awesome.
Oh, love from New Zealand from Marco. Catherine wants to know who voiced Sam.
That was done by, sorry, I'm forgetting his name, Brian Hull, and it was also voiced by Andrew Bates. And they're two voice actors, and they both sounded like Sam in different areas. One was really good at singing, one was really good at shouting loud, one was good more at talking. So I just talked to both of them, and we just said, hey, are you okay with collaborating? Because sometimes artists are like, I don't want, it's my voice or, the highway or something like that. And they were both so nice, and they're like, hey, like, we trust you, whatever you need, we'll collaborate. They both said it was fine.
Yeah, most of the singing, I think what you hear is Andrew who played
most.
Mad-Eye Moody in our Harry Potter Friday parody. And so he did a lot of the overall singing, but Brian Hull did the voice of Gollum, Frodo.
Oh, yeah.
And he did a lot of the screaming for Sam. So a lot of times when he was like, Mr. Frodo, let it go, that was Brian, because Andrew couldn't do some of those notes, but then Brian couldn't sing some of the notes. So it was like a really good collaboration, and you can't even
They're so nice.
Yeah, they're so awesome.
They pretty much made it what it was for us, with making Sam feel like he came to life. The voice really saved us.
Okay. Anna wants to know, what was the most frustrating thing in scripting LOTR Parody?
Not having to me, the most frustrating thing was like only being able to do certain scenes because of budget.
No, but we did most of the scenes we wanted.
Kind of, sort of.
What
I don't remember. I don't remember the other scenes, but I remember like I would want like a larger set or more room to shoot this or that, and it had to be only a certain size.
Yeah, larger set. But I think what was cool about this one is that we actually scripted what we wanted. We didn't ever say Minas Morgul or Minas Tirith.
Oh
like
my
we
God.
didn't, and we didn't even think about other hobbits. We didn't talk about Grey Havens. Like we didn't want to do any of that. So honestly, we did every scene. Like for The Walking Dead, we had other ideas. But for The Lord of the Rings, we didn't. But we wish we had more room.
It was really frustrating for me to create the sets for you, though. Because I have to meet with set designers, and they're like, oh, well, it can only be this size.
Yeah, but I helped. I came in and I helped on days when
but
she was, like,
I guess
frustrated.
for me, that's frustrating because there's only a certain amount you can turn the camera before.
Ooh, my candle smells super good right now.
Before
Sorry.
you see, like, the edge of the set or something. So for me, it was frustrating because I was like, I want to be really creative filming. And I was like, oh,
I think I get more frustrated when we don't have room. Because you come back,
No, I'm the one that has to deal with it, so I get frustrated in that moment, but then I learn to accept it, and I'll go forward, and then you get frustrated. Like, well, how come the set's this? And I'm like, because...
Well, yeah, but
because
I think you get more frustrated with me when I go, I just wish we had more room.
And I'm like, I've already discussed it, I've already tried to figure it out.
You're like, you tell him that.
Yeah,
and I'm
because
like,
they say
hello?
no. They say no.
But then
That's the
they
whole
say
thing.
yes to me, so I don't know.
Not all the time.
I got 2 of them to say yes to me. It's just a matter of vampire compulsion. I do my eye thing.
Yeah, right.
All right. Oh, Let It Go t-shirt. They're
Yay.
asking, Mr. Frodo, let it go. It's our newest t-shirt.
You can actually own one of these. We got them finally in stock, so we can ship out immediately pretty much.
Yes. They took a while to make because they were forged in the fires of Mount Doom. But now they're not anymore, and you can get these. My precious. Oh, wait. There it is. My precious.
ShopHillywood.com.
ShopHillywood.com. They're going really fast, though. I will say
Yeah.
that. So the sooner you guys get these, the better. And do we have a special guest with us today?
Well, the special guest is asleep.
Speaking of my precious. Da, 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 da.
He was asleep in his bed. My precious.
This is Bartok. He's our little chihuahua, and he played Gollum in Lord of the Rings parody, and he did such a good job.
Isn't he the cutest?
And he wanted to say hi to you guys today.
And he says, thanks for loving me with all your heart.
Keep that. Oh, come here. We gave him a new collar, actually, because he's a superstar. But
He says, hi guys. Hey, my name's Bartok, and I'm really sleepy today.
he's really sleepy. Because it's cold, all he does is burrow away in, like, his cave. Don't you, baby?
Hi, sweetheart.
There's tons of people watching you right now. Why don't you say hi?
He says, I'm tired.
Yeah, look at him. He's falling asleep.
I know.
Look. He's going to sleep in his bed.
He pretty much is.
My little piggy poo. But yeah, we decided to have him play for Gollum because we didn't want to use someone in makeup. Because I saw a comment on the Lord of the Rings, and it was like the only one, and they're like, I liked it, but why didn't you get someone to do makeup for Gollum? And I'm like, because he's CG.
Yeah, because I would have been retarded. I've seen people do Gollum makeup, and it
It looks silly.
kind of disturbs me a little bit.
And so we thought we did him for Dobby. And we thought he could do really cute Gollum because he's so
It's just a
skinny.
creature.
Look at his little bag.
Little bones.
But he's skinny like that because he was like a preemie when he was little.
He's a runt.
He's a little runt too. So he's my baby.
Real special.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah. So Bartok did really good on set. But Bartok was very cold. And we kept him super warm and snuggled. But he was just like not having it after a while. See, look at his little face.
He's so skinny.
And the way we got him, I'm sure you guys have seen the behind the scenes, but the way we got his attention was that we were calling out his favorite things. So Bartok, what's a few of your favorite things?
He says, treats and rides.
See his eyes light up a little bit.
Mama, and what else did I say? A treat,
See, there goes his ears.
a ride,
Oh,
Don't.
that's my favorite.
Don't tease him.
So yeah, we just would say his favorite words.
So he would perk up.
Now I feel like I need a song for him. Like, these are a few of my favorite things. He's like, rides with mama and treats on my nose. He's cute. All right. I haven't checked my Twitter stream once at all. Reading some questions.
They're saying that
there's a lot.
There's about 415 people watching.
Yes.
Guys,
Hi,
awesome.
guys. Where are you tuning in from? I saw someone from Portugal.
Someone says they're from the Czech Republic, Italy. I saw New Zealand.
California. New Zealand, of course.
See, Italy, told you.
Aw. Okay. Brianni, I'm terrible with names. Brianni on Twitter. Mrs. N Lovett, that's easier. Where did you get Sam's waistcoat?
You mean the
I
vest?
think she means vest.
Okay.
It's also waistcoats. That was custom.
It's not here anymore.
That was custom made, knitted, because it's impossible to find.
It's an actual like crocheted knit.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to find someone to knit that. And I think
There comes everybody. Here we come. Denmark, France, Norway, Poland, Mexico, Nigeria, Ohio, France. Do you think sometimes they just put in some crazy place just to like...
Probably. To get us to be like...
I'd be like, I'm from Alaska and I'm in an igloo right now.
I'm from Antarctica.
I'm from Middle Earth. Ireland, Memphis, Tennessee, Monterey,
Armenia,
Colombia,
Texas,
Iowa, Turkey,
Canada.
Canada, New York City, yes,
Bosnia, Florida, UK, Finland. Wow.
That is so neat.
Netherlands, Latvia.
Quebec. Wow, I feel like we're doing like a Miss America
Jeez.
announcement.
Yeah.
We're like, Hawaii.
Miss Hawaii.
Holland. New York City.
Greece, Argentina.
Czech Republic. South Dakota. Philippines. Hogwarts. Yes, someone put Hogwarts. The Netherlands. Britain. Vegas. Yes. Golly, you guys are awesome.
Wow.
District 7. Now they're catching on. Oh, you guys are so cute.
Wow, gosh, guys. You're all over the place.
So once again, if you have a question, let's try to hashtag it with hashtag LOTR parody because there's a lot coming in.
Yeah.
And by hashtagging it, it's easier for us to find. So if you're going to tweet us your questions, use the hashtag LOTR parody. The links to all of our Twitter are in the description below. And so you can go there and start questioning. And yes, please use the hashtag.
I'm reading questions.
Because it makes it so much easier for us to actually find your question. Wow, there's a lot of people that are tweeting us. Helene wants to know on Twitter, how early did you start planning parodies? Like, I guess maybe like how far in advance do you start? Like, how far in advance were we planning Walking Dead or Doctor Who or The Lord of the Rings?
It depends. Hilly had, for example, like Doctor Who in her head for, 6 months before we even started doing like any type of pre-production? Like, it was just in your mind.
Well, we shot it in April, and I started thinking about it, in like September?
I think so,
Yeah.
So it just depends, but sometimes it's like spur of the moment. I think Walking Dead was kind of spur of the moment. I think she thought about like a month before pre-production even began.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to wait for approval for the song. And so it just really depends. Yeah. Because I think one of our concepts, we came up with it in one day, just the last one that we were, if we get approval. The last one.
I have a feeling that one's not going to go. I just have this gut feeling, and I feel like we're going to have to go to the one with the... I think so.
Let's hope not, because I
hope
like that
not, 'cause
idea.
I like that idea too.
Me
It's
too.
really fun. Premonition. Now people are gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, you quoted Yoda at Star Wars." It's not. I just
No.
quote. Oh my god, my Twitter has 100 replies. Like
Yikes.
legit, it says. Where is it? Oh, you guys can't. It won't even focus.
Yeah,
there it goes. It says.
Oh, now it's
now
17.
it's 17. It said 100. That's so crazy. Panda wants to know, what scenes are you most proud of in the Lord of the Rings parody? And this is Super Castiel on Twitter.
Most
Are
proud
we
of?
most proud of? I would say all the Mount Doom.
I like Mount Doom.
The inside. Inside Mount Doom.
Yeah.
Because it didn't look like that. And when they were showing me that, when I was filming her,
Hillary was like praising the gods.
I was like doing yes, yes and slay, because it was like so much better than what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I think that's the same thing for you too. All your scenes and like the panning towards you, and I was just like.
Nanook wants to know what's the hashtag again. It's LOTR parody.
Morgan wants to know, was it awkward acting with the Frodo dummy? Was it heavy?
No, not as heavy as my backpack. It was fun.
We had to get a dummy because she couldn't pick me up.
Yes, for those who don't know, when Sam goes the passes in the past, I pick up a dummy because I couldn't physically pick up someone who's the same weight as me.
Yeah, it's too big.
It's too much for my back. I have a bad back too. So, Hannah,
no, it wasn't.
I think I was my decision to get a dummy.
Yeah, I had to get that fabricated by like a fabricator or whatever. But they had to take my measurements, which was hilarious. Because it'd be weird if it was.
Joanna says, Hilly, your Tyler Oakley is showing? How is my Tyler Oakley showing? Please explain, Joanna. I don't understand how my Tyler Oakley is showing.
You don't have purple hair.
I don't.
Do you?
Tyler has the coolest hair. You guys should tweet Tyler and tweet all your favorite YouTubers and tell these people, like, we want to collab. Because we've tried to reach out and we don't get emails back because I think we're sending to, like, their spam emails or something. So you guys can tweet them and tell them to do some at Hillywood Show collabs because we are ready. And I think the ones we'd love to collab with most are Dan and Phil. Because we are legit like the female versions of those two people. I'm Dan and she's Phil. It's freaky if you pay attention to it. So yes. Anyway, about the dummy, that's how that was made. Courtney says, nice ears. Thank you.
What does the Hilly say?
Serena, this is a question we get asked
because
all
I said
the time.
slay. That's why my Tyler Oakley is showing.
Oh. Serena says, where do you get all your wigs? They're amazing. This is a question that we get asked every day. We don't buy them like that. So if you guys are asking, where do you get like a Sam wig or a Frodo wig? You can't buy them. We actually have to have them designed, cut, styled. It's really hard. So we buy them online, right? Like online or like
online.
A wig shop here in Vegas has some.
But we don't ever just Google Doctor Who wig and voila, it's the 10th Doctor's wig. We, do a lot of searching for the length, the color, and then once we do that, then we actually have it styled and dyed and customized for us because we have like totally different little head shapes.
Everybody does.
Yeah, it's weird. So that's like a big process now is like the major thing for us is get the right wig.
Yeah.
It took us a while to figure that out. Sorry, we're reading all your questions.
Yes.
Wait. Oh, thank you, Rachel. You guys are so nice. We're just ahead. That's why we're kind of awkwardly staring at
sorry, we're just
some of the reactions that are coming in late.
Reading questions that are coming in. I'll look
from
on Twitter.
Christchurch, New Zealand, Emily Loader says, hello from Christchurch, New Zealand.
Holy crap, I have 114.
Constantina wants to know. It's going to go away.
Go.
Can it disappear? Hi, it's my mouth.
I want to focus.
Because it doesn't like your phone. It only likes mine. Constantino wants to know, why did we choose The Lord of the Rings?
Because we're huge fans and we've always wanted to do
We're
it.
huge fans. But first, we were actually going to do one on The Hobbit. We were actually going to do a sequel for The Hobbit parody. But 13 dwarfs and a dragon and big sets and spiders and things like that were a little intimidating when we saw the movie. And we had an idea that might help us a little bit, but we decided no, that it wasn't the right time.
Yeah.
But we felt we wanted to still do Middle Earth, and we had this idea of Sam and Frodo for a long time, but I would always turn it down because I didn't think I could play Sam.
I always told her she could. She didn't believe me.
Well, I don't... Oh, you guys! Did you know that Sean Astin saw our parody?
Yeah.
And he said he loves it. And then he told me, your talent and creativity know no bounds. I expect greatness from you in the years to come.
That's like freaking
This
awesome.
is from Sean Astin, best known for his film roles as Samwise Gamgee, Mikey in the Goonies and Rudy. He is a legend, and I just thought that was amazing.
I think when did he tweet you that? Was it like 3 days after the parody release?
I think it was only 2.
Yeah, I think he was like one of the first people like tweeted out, and I was like, holy crap, he got news of that real quick. But we didn't think he was gonna see it like at all. We never do.
So that, I think what was neat was that we didn't think he was gonna see it. For whatever reason, I thought maybe Peter Jackson might see it, and that never happened. But
Well, we don't know that.
I
but
thought
don't
maybe
think so.
it's people from Weta or something, but Sean was the first one to respond, like out of anybody.
I know.
Sean Astin, who plays Sam.
I know.
That is so, like, I was so freaked out. I was like, I hope he liked it. But he did.
Yeah.
He really liked it. And when we spoke with someone else who actually works with him, and she said that he also gave some very kind words about it to her as well. So that's really neat. And guess who else saw it? Da-da-da-da! The amazing Billy Boyd, who plays Peregrine Took in The Lord of the Rings. And he said it was incredible, well done, really amazing. And he again said it was beautifully well done. Look forward to watching the behind the scenes when I have some time. So you guys, if Billy Boyd has watched the behind the scenes, I hope you have too.
Yeah.
Because the behind the scenes, I think, answer a lot of people's questions, because we get a lot of questions.
Well, I'm already getting questions on Twitter about how many sets did you have? How did you do this? And it's all in the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So if we're not answering certain questions, they're probably in the behind the scenes. So go check that out. I think it's about, what is it 45 minutes of behind the scenes?
Yeah. It's like, I think 40 minutes.
Whatever.
Yeah. Someone says Elijah Wood needs to see it. That's from
I
Sam.
know.
I know. You guys should tweet Elijah Wood.
We keep
We
wanting
keep
him to see
trying.
it. We're trying, but I guess
He has like a lot of followers.
Yeah, a ton. So I don't
And then
think
plus, it is like, even when people send me their videos, I tend to not watch right away because I don't have time at that moment. Like, I could be at a doctor's office, I could be in a meeting, I could be at the gym, and like, you don't have time to look at a video. So I'm thinking maybe he hasn't had time or he hasn't seen it. But you guys, you should do us a little favor and send Mr. Elijah Wood a little friendly tweet. Please be friendly and ask him to watch it.
Hey, you, watch this.
Yeah, don't do
Well,
that.
you never know. Some people can be a little aggressive. They're like, not my Hillywood babies. You watch their product. Oh my gosh, there's so many emojis popping up. Yes, he needs to watch it. All right. Let's check our streams.
I have like way too many people.
Wow, 56 new comments. Okay.
Oh, this is from Hillywood. That's what it's titled.
What's their Twitter?
At
Hillywood Ninja. I like that.
Did you know that that hashtag LOTR parody was a trending topic in the Netherlands just a few days ago?
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Oh, and someone just hopped into the chat room a little late, and they go, what have I missed? You just missed us rambling about all things The Lord of the Rings. We were talking about the making of it, what it took to create the costumes, the Hobbit feat, the sets, things like that. So if you guys have any questions, we are going to do this for like the first hour, and by then maybe we can start talking about future parodies, more random stuff, and The Walking Dead, because we never answered your questions about The Walking Dead parody.
Because when we had finished that, we were doing Lord of the Rings.
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't have like a Ustream about Walking Dead.
Nope.
Oh, Paige says, Hilly and Hannah, how did you stick the hair, pretty much is what she's trying to say, on Bartok's head? What did you stick it on with?
Well, we are environment friendly pet owners, and we used maple syrup to put some hair on his little head. See, we take little pieces we would put little dots of
Just
maple syrup and stick it on his head so that it wouldn't harm him.
Well, there's no way we could have put glue.
Yeah, and now it came off with just soap and water.
Yeah.
And he's very happy now, huh, baby?
Yeah, I like the hairs off my head.
Yeah.
He was so good on set. He did such a good job.
Yeah. He likes to lay close to the ring.
Okay, I'm looking, but these are questions that are just
Starbucks girl
random.
Michelle, she wants to know how long is the stream. Probably another hour, hour and a half, maybe.
Hour and a half. Wow.
Oh wait, maybe not. What
Yeah, because
time
we're
is it?
almost at an hour right now.
Oh, maybe another half hour
Like
to another
40
hour.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
around that time.
I was like,
sorry.
Wow, we're just gonna be here all day long.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Look at 5 questions. Where do you get your wigs?
I wonder, did you guys, are these YouTubers in here, or are these just our Twitter and Facebook people? Because I'm wondering if it notified them on YouTube that we were live. Sorry, because it's our first time doing a YouTube stream.
Yeah,
I think I
wonder.
like this a little bit better because this is kind of where our place is at. And this will also be available to view afterwards. Yay, so if you miss it, you'll be able to watch it.
Oh my god, there's so many questions. I'm sorry. I have to
So
scroll
hello
through them.
to past people who are watching this now, if you're watching it a couple days later.
Oh, April Thompson. Who decided on who would play which character for Lord of the Rings parody?
Both of us?
Yeah, who? Yeah, I mean,
Well, obviously, look at her beautiful eyes, and look at mine, derp.
No.
She has beautiful blue eyes, and how can you ignore that? And plus, when we did our old...
Hobbit parody.
Oh, yeah, the Hobbit parody, and plus when we did the Lord of the Rings, like,
Years.
little video that we made a long time ago, she played Frodo, and it's kind of like, why would I play Frodo? It was just kind of weird. But I was super nervous to play Sam.
She did a good job, right, guys? She did.
I hope so.
She did. I kept telling her she could do it.
Uh-oh, they said it's lagging. Oh, they're saying it popped up in the subscription box. I don't think it's lagging because I can see it here.
Yeah. If something's lagging, you may just have to
You
reload
might just have
your
to
page.
reload it because it's not lagging on our official.
No.
Huh.
Just reload.
Huh. Maybe a little
I was
bit
going
of
to
lag.
say something and I forgot what I was going to say.
Daniela G wants to know any funny stories from the behind the scenes of the Lord of the Rings.
Funny stories.
Any funny stories? I can't think of anything.
I don't think there was anything funny.
Funny. Oh,
I'm trying to remember, but it was such a long film shoot.
I don't know. I can't think of anything. I think Bartok was just funny.
I think Bartok made us laugh a lot.
And we did laugh in between breaks. Like we would make a bunch of jokes when we were on set with regards to like the food.
Oh, I
and
think that's one of the
things like
funnest
that.
things was that we kept quoting Lord of the Rings. on
Yes, we
set.
could not stop quoting the Lord of the Rings. and
And-
then plus I fell asleep like anywhere and anywhere I could because
lack of sleep for
lack of
like
sleep.
a week.
Yeah, it was tough. Just because you get out of costume, sleep 1 hour, then get back in costume.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? The Walking Dead was really hard too.
Mm-hmm.
The Walking Dead was a real challenge.
I think The Walking Dead was the worst with regard to it
to
being
the difficulty.
the difficulty because
Hello, baby. Just stretching. Oh, that's gonna stretch my back a little bit.
Oh, you got toothpaste. Mommy brushed your teeth today, and she got toothpaste on you. I'm sorry.
I love.
oh, see he likes to
He
to
does.
cuddle.
He likes to cuddle.
Watch.
Look at you guys. Watch. That's
that
how
not-
he sits.
Is that not the cutest thing ever?
Do we prank each other on set? Nope, because time is money, and we don't have time for pranks. Constantina says, "Where's the pizza?" Because that's all I wanted to eat. If you guys have seen my vlogs, Sam's personal video diaries, it's really fun. If you guys haven't seen that yet, go watch it because
Yeah.
it shows you a completely more of the fun aspect of
That's pretty
what
fun.
it's like. Yeah.
Because like the behind the scenes is more of like how do we do it, how do we put it together, and Hilly's is more of like the in between. Exactly, like when we're not filming like behind the scenes, it's usually her just talking about her feet hurting or random stuff like quoting Lord of the Rings and not stopping.
Charlie Jade wants to know what was the most annoying thing about filming the Lord of the Rings. I would say the spider.
Oh yeah, by far.
That was the hardest freaking prop puppet we've ever had to deal with.
It was annoying. I think it took
Not so much annoying. I think the word is frustrating.
frustrating. I think for just 2 scenes, like 2 different angles of the spider, we shot it like I think probably 30 times each, but it took 4 hours
Yes.
for 2 scenes. And like we like to move pretty quick, but there was no way of doing it because like I could feel that it wasn't feeling right, and it's hard because we don't have CG, so we're working with a puppet, and we have to make it feel real while with editing, with the acting, and we just do the best that we possibly can.
Yeah,
that was so frustrating.
That was a hard, long day, even for the crew, because we had fans come help. Fans from Vegas come help, but they all had to dress like ninjas.
Yeah,
so that you couldn't see them in case an arm got in shot. It would be in black.
Because they were operating. Because there was 8 legs, a giant butt, and then we would have to move it forward as it's crawling and push the butt up to get it into position. So it was operated by like 10 people. 10 people for just like one scene.
Yeah. That was I think the hardest.
But they were like, the crew was like the volunteers. I don't want to say they were really crew because they were mostly volunteers, considered to be crew, like fans. They didn't complain once.
No,
like, they didn't say anything.
I think we were more.
I think I complained more.
Yeah,
saying like I'm getting frustrated.
We felt more panic for them, but they were just like.
Well, just
this
get the
is
shot.
fine.
Yay, move a leg,
Yeah. How come people can't watch this in Germany? That's really weird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like live stream doesn't work in Germany or something?
That's retarded. I don't know. We'll check our channel to see what's going on with that. Sorry.
No, it's does it automatically. I have nothing to do with it.
You think Germany blocks live streams or something?
I think so. Something maybe because they can't control maybe some of the music that might be involved.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, sorry, Germany. We love you, though.
Oh, here's a good question. Serena, on a scale of 1 to 100, how much fun did you have filming Lord of the Rings parody? I would say about like a 90.
100. I think it was, for me, the most enjoyable.
That we've ever filmed?
Yes, it was tough. Yes, it was this. But for me, it was like I was living it. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
the feels.
Okay, I take that back. Like 95.
Like, I was so happy doing it.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I was so happy to film it.
I would say 95 for me, only because when Hilly's doing it, her whole hard job is pretty much the post-production, the aftermath of editing and the graphics and all the pictures and posters.
Yeah.
For me, when you're like, oh, well, how was it filming? I'm like, there was about 5% of it that I was like, oh my God. Like, it's just hard. Like little things that pop up that we don't like to tell you guys about, that we're just like,
yeah,
like, oh, this was late, or that didn't work out, or this was hard and we couldn't get this shot. Like, we're not going to tell you guys that.
And even in the behind,
you don't need to worry about that.
Even in the behind the scenes, we don't show you exactly like
maybe how many times it took to do something.
Yeah, maybe a drama thing happened that the camera wasn't working, or maybe someone was late and we got frustrated. Like, we don't show that because the Hillywood Show is to feel good and not to feel stressed and not to feel depressed or angry. It's to just make you guys smile and to make you happy and to inspire you that, stuff can happen, but, it's always the more positive outlook on filmmaking, and that's what we really want to portray. And, you'll find out for yourself that some of it's hard, but...
Yeah, a lot of people
we're not
are
gonna
like, oh, I want to do it too. And they're like, I did it for one day, and I was like, oh my God.
And we're not going to promote that, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, we do show you, like, it's 12 o'clock and we have to get up in 2 hours. But, I mean, that's normal. It's not anything surprising.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hashtag LOTR parody. Send it to our Twitter, or you can ask us questions in the chat. We are checking both.
Yes.
Kimura wants to know, how do you guys get so deep into character for Lord of the Rings or any parody?
How do we get so deep into character?
Do you get deep into character, or for you is it a different method of acting?
It's different. It's hard for me because I'm thinking about the camera angle while I'm acting. I'm thinking about what's the camera seeing.
When you're acting, you're viewing more
going behind the camera, seeing like, what is my face
that's
doing?
weird.
I have to, because I always film, so I'm like, do I look retarded? Is it like nostril shot? Like I'm like freaking out, like what do I look like? But when you're back there and you're like, yeah, it looks good. Yeah, and you know your vision.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're like, you're doing fine. That's when I can kind of release, and then I try to get into character. Like the first couple scenes of Frodo, I was nervous, and then I saw it, and I was like, okay, we're good.
Yeah.
And then especially The Ring is Mine anyway.
I
had to feel that, because I was like, first of all, that's my last shot.
Oh yeah, I always tell her that whenever it's her first or last. And I was like, just
no pressure.
This is the first time people see Frodo. No pressure. And she always is like,
no.
And for me, I I do it a little bit differently. She does it more so like viewing it behind the camera. I just kind of think of, or I picture, okay, I can't explain it. I picture the character doing it. And I have to try to make my face match what.
Feel like the character?
Feel like the character. Like, I have to visualize, like, I am Rick Grimes, and what would Andrew's face be doing right now, and how would he say it, and that's how I try.
No, I get that. I do that too
It's
sometimes.
a little bit like, if you don't feel it, you're like, no, I didn't do good.
Doesn't it suck though sometimes? You're like, yeah, I felt that. I got that. And I'm like, the face wasn't right. And you're like,
No,
what?
no, that's never happened.
Really?
Whenever,
I've done that.
No, whenever I feel it, you go, good job. But sometimes, like, I feel it, and you're like, oh, the camera turned off. And I'm like, no, because it's like I felt it.
That was only with the Canon.
Yeah. It's whenever I feel like I did good, like, you say I did good. Like the, hey, I'm going to get you too. Like, I felt it really strong, and you freaked out. I was like, yes, and I do it again. I'm like, no, please.
I can't.
Wolf Rose wants to know, what was it like filming with a red camera?
A dream come true.
Dream come true, definitely.
That camera's gorgeous.
For those of you who don't know, the red camera that we use is the same model that Peter Jackson used while filming The Hobbit.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's very, very high quality.
It's very high quality.
But it's really hard to learn because it's all digital. It's like a computer that you're working with. But just in case everybody's asking, like, oh, you guys own that? No, we don't.
We have to rent it because it's too expensive.
We could never afford that, like, ever.
And then plus, for those of you starting out, don't start with a red camera or don't start with a really high quality camera. Like, we weren't ready for a red camera for a really long time. And finally, she took the time to kind of understand the gist of it, and she's still learning because it's totally different. It's not your average press record, we're done. It's a complete, like, this is what film studios use. Like, they've shot Avengers, Sucker Punch, Superman, like, they've shot big movies on red cameras. And so don't pressure yourself to feel like, oh, my stuff's gonna be bad on a red camera. Like, look what we did with our Panasonic, our 8mm, and then our Canon even.
Dark Knight, Twilight, parodies, all those were shot on lesser quality cameras.
So don't pressure yourself. You can do anything. You can make magic on an iPhone, for goodness sakes. Like, don't pressure yourself. Like, my stuff's not gonna look good unless I have this.
We've come to the decision when we had a friend that allowed us to use their Red Scarlet. We had seen the quality of it, and we said, well, now that we're, trying to create bigger productions, we felt like we needed to take a step further just for us, because, it's been 8 years. So we kind of feel like we need to take that next step, and we're still learning, and it's still really,
Frodo, let it
a
go.
lot to rent it.
Yeah.
But it was worth it for you guys.
Yeah. We like it now.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, we
were still learning, though.
Still learning. And even from shooting the Walking Dead parody to The Hobbit, those were both red cameras, but one was a Scarlet and one was an Epic, and that was a totally different beast.
And then we shot the spider on a dragon, because that was we had to rent the camera again to do like a later film date for the spider because it was being built. So we've learned a lot because we had to get a new computer system, and then we had to learn how to edit, how to grade. Like, it's all different now.
Jeffrey Parfit
Mostly her.
wants to know who does the color grading. Me. And that's almost like, honestly, that's my favorite part, I think.
Really?
Yeah, like since Walking Dead, compared to editing, yes. Like, since Walking Dead to Lord of the Rings, like, I really like to color grade. Like, you never hear me whining about color grading. I always turn on my music and I'm like, dee, dee, dee. I can sit way back here in lounge and I'm like, click, click, click. Like, I'm super lazy.
See, I think that you say that you don't want to all the time.
No.
Have you ever said that?
No. I get confused on sometimes because, you have those problem shots.
To me, the compression is the worst part of editing.
Did you guys know, to get the Lord of the Rings uploaded to YouTube, okay, real talk here, it took...
So when people complain that it's going to take 2 hours...
Yeah. So when people go, oh my god, my upload's taking forever, it took the Lord of the Rings parody, my upload time, it was like, what was it, like 90,000 something minutes, making it 33 hours. So the Lord of the Rings Let It Go parody was uploaded. It took a day and a half for it to upload.
Because of the quality and size of the video.
It was like a 60 gig file.
approximately.
Like 60 gigabytes, but it took 33 hours.
And that's one compression.
33
Because sometimes,
hours.
you know, when you do your videos, you can...
I feel like Dog down 80 or 1.8 gigawatts or whatever, and he freaks out like that is just too big. That's what YouTube did to me. It was like 33 hours.
And then it kind of sucks because sometimes YouTube can just like stop compressing.
Yeah.
Like it's like being dumb and it's just like can't compute. And you're like, oh my god, it's been going for 20 hours and it stopped. No.
Crazy.
So, yeah.
Legit next. All right, we're going to take some more random questions and Lord of the Rings parody. Oh, you guys can ask questions about the Walking Dead parody because we never actually got to sit down with you guys and have a live stream about it. So if you have any questions, just keep using that hashtag LOTR parody because we are finding you way easier. Yeah, just go for it. So what's the next question? Do you have also the Walking Dead t-shirts? Yes. Those are also at our shops, and it says Another One Bites the Dust, and you can get that at shophillywood.com for the price of, I forget, $22.
And it comes autographed. You have the option. Yeah.
If you want. And this one can too.
And that one can come autographed
and we usually sign like right here and right here so that it's nice and pretty for you to see. I love these shirts. I just think they came out so good, and I think they're the most detailed shirt. Like you can see the scripting and the little shimmer on the ring, and it's so like
Lord of the Rings-ish.
Disney-ish Lord of the Rings. It's just so cute. And the back, does this one have it?
Yeah.
Okay. It says
youtube.com/Hillywood. So you can show up. We go, what's that?
And you guys should get
Just show
one
you back.
because they are going out pretty fast. We're already on our low stock, so make sure you order one so that you can show your support for the Hillywood Show. If you're like a really big fan, show your support. And people always question, we always have stories of people wearing our products, and it always starts a conversation. So if you're not the type to be like, watch this,
whoa, that was almost my eye.
you can just talk about your shirt, and they're really cute and they're really comfy. I don't ever wear crunchy cotton shirts. These are really comfy and they're stretchy. And they're roomy, and they come in sizes all the way to XXX.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys should
get one.
one.
We also give 10% to St. Jude's Children's Hospital from all proceeds. And the rest of those proceeds right now are helping with the show and also with, running the business. Because we have 3 storage units now because of all of our costumes.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like... Oh. And then what's so weird is sometimes we reuse costume pieces. That we can't find. We're like, oh yeah, that pair of shoes or pants.
I think, for example, I don't know if you guys can see this photo. Michonne's pants.
She's kind of on the opposite side.
She's on the opposite side of Hannah in this picture. Were actually Julie's from Warm Bodies. So the jeans I wore for Julie are actually what Michonne is wearing because we were both the same size, and I gave her some pants to wear. And also the wedding ring I have on right there for Mr. Rick Grimes is Bella's wedding ring. And the watch, guys, get this.
The watch
is also Donna Noble.
Yep, no joke. So we recycle.
Oh my god, you guys, this is sorry. I just think it's funny. I've never seen the pictures back to back like that. I just think
pretty
it's
funny.
so funny. So yes, we recycle because saving money means happy faces. Blair Bookworm wants to know, how do we know Osric Cha?
We met him. We went to a tour to WizardCon in Spain, and they had special guests there from Game of Thrones, Supernatural, and we all kind of were waiting around because we had Hillywood fans there for Hillywood. And we were just waiting around in a room, and we all kind of just got to meet each other, and we were just kind of playing games, hanging out. And Osric was just really cool, and he was like, hey, I really like your parodies. If you ever want me to be in one, I would consider doing it.
Yeah, because he didn't know about the show.
No.
He was the one we had a ride with from the airport.
Yeah.
So we had to make friends real fast for that. And because the seats in Spain, the taxi, you have to face each other like this. So we obviously had to make a conversation and get to know him. And he was just super nice. And he's like, what do you guys do? I'm going to go Google it. And I was like, oh God, hope you like it. And then he came down that day, I think, after eating something. I think we were eating lunch, and he was like, "Oh my God, your Captain Jack Sparrow is so good, and your Doctor Who, oh my gosh!" And then since then we just had still a working like relationship with him, and he's just become like a really good friend. Honestly,
Yeah,
he's so down to earth.
Yeah, he's really cool.
So, yes, Osric even put up with the cold rain.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys commented, "Oh my God, it was only 40 degrees when you were shooting that? That's not cold."
It's 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
40 degrees Fahrenheit, and even though that might not sound too cold, when you mix that with really cold water and wind, and you're out there for 6 hours drenched, like wet and soaking, and you're not drying, your body starts going into like the hypothermia, because you can get hypothermia if it's 40 degrees or lower. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
So your body can start getting like sick. So for you guys to be like, "Isn't that cold? You guys are
That's
wusses."
okay. That's
like,
okay. Let them go out and
No,
get wet
I'm like-
outside in the
They're like, "Oh,
house.
you're like, don't whine about it." I'm like, "I'm not whining. It was legit." Like,
It was
even
very
Osric was
cold.
like, like he was shaking. Like,
They
it's
were
cold.
actually, Hilly and Osric were sore after that film shoot because like they were shaking so much that he's like, "My arms are like sore," because you tense up so much to stay warm that your body shakes to like keep your blood flowing and like stay warm. They were like both sore after that.
Yeah. Wow, that laugh was completely in sync and weird. Oh my gosh. All right. Have you ever considered doing a supernatural parody with Osric? Anne Hivlin wants to know. Well, that all depends on the future, and, we have to ask Osric. And if we would even,
Maybe.
if we're even able to make a supernatural parody. Because
need permission.
You need permission, and you need to have the right idea, because the last thing we want to do is disappoint you guys.
Yeah, we don't want to do
'cause
that.
We know that's a very special program to you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, wow, 44 new replies. You guys are just going at it. Hashtag LOTR parody. At Hilly Handy, at Hannah Handy. How did the beard feel on you, Hilly, for the Walking Dead parody? Serena wants to know on Twitter. Well, I kind of despised it, to be honest. It was super, I guess, comfortable in its own way compared to a lot of the other stuff I had on. But what's frustrating, I think, is when you can't move your face.
Yeah, because you want to try to salvage it for the whole day.
Yeah, you want to try to salvage it. And also, some comments in the behind the scenes said Hilly doesn't look happy. But when it's attached all the way to here and attached to here, when you smile, you can tend to lift it away from your face. So that's why most of the scenes I'm legit like, because I'm trying not to move my mouth. But I liked the way it looked. How's that?
Yeah.
I didn't really necessarily like wearing it, but I really enjoyed the way it looked. And fun fact, the man who made my beard, his name is Bob, and he also created, or he has created wigs for Mortal Instruments.
Oh.
Her wig and his wig is what he made.
Okay.
And then he's also created most of the wigs that Johnny Depp has worn in Pirates of the Caribbean. I think Willy Wonka or something like that.
Did he do Brad Pitt?
He's done Brad Pitt. Like, I was freaking out when I went to his shop. I was like, oh,
he's amazing.
amazing.
And he's so nice.
Such a sweet man, and
so
yeah, gave us a great
yay,
deal.
Walking Dead parody.
Yay, Walking Dead parody.
Thanks, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Do you make your own costumes? Haley Cullen wants to know.
That's a good question. We actually consider ourselves costumers because when we were putting together costumes for like The Walking Dead, we would try to find the brand that they were wearing or something similar. So then we purchase it and then we sometimes alter it. Like we had to distress stuff. But usually our grandma actually is like a costume designer. So for the Lord of the Rings, she created she created Frodo's vest. She created something for Sam's like trousers and also like our capes.
Yeah, she had a lot to do for Lord.
She also had to fix those white shirts because we were really small.
Twice.
And 2 for her and 2 for me. Because like our arms compared to like the sleeves are short. So she had to like lift and she was very kind of upset about that. But then she called us saying they were done and she was really happy.
Mercedes wants to know, who's our favorite YouTuber? We don't watch a lot of YouTubers, and I think that goes for every YouTuber on YouTube. because we're so focused on our own channel and our own content that we very rare have time just to sit on the computer.
Honestly, yeah.
But we really like Dan and Phil.
Yeah.
I think they're like really cool, down to earth.
We've met them
and
before. They're very down to earth. They're kind of shy. Kind of like in their own little. They're not. For example, like they're not out there like blah blah. Look at me, like really loud. They're very like
so
humble,
normal,
humble, just down to
yeah,
earth.
and I think that's why we like it so
yeah,
much.
I'm like, I like you guys.
Like, you guys are just like cool YouTubers.
Yeah.
Like not normal people. Like, cause you know.
Not normal. Yes, you mean normal.
No, but you know how you meet some people and you feel a little bit intimidated and it just seems a bit awkward.
Or they make you feel
like
like you're kind of less than.
Yeah, I'm like, we're all just YouTubers.
We're like on YouTube.
We're
not
on
in a movie.
Yeah, we're not Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Like, you guys gotta calm down. But no, they're really cool.
Yeah.
Bianca wants to know, Hannah, did you learn any of your camera skills through experimenting or did you take classes?
No, experimentation.
Same here, but I don't really film anymore. That's all. I kind of give it to her because it's too hard.
Experimentation, and also when we were starting off with the show, we would watch behind the scenes, and she started saying you should really watch to see how the camera moves and how they get different shots. Like sometimes I would never have thought to go around somebody. Like it didn't enter my mind. And then we were like, oh, they have cranes.
But yeah.
Oh, let's get a crane. It's how much money?
Yeah. And then we still use the wheelchair technique.
Sometimes, yeah.
Because our track isn't that long. Our track is only like
10 feet.
10 feet. And sometimes we have to do a 20 feet track. Like for Doctor Who, we did a lot of tracks underneath the stage pushing a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Because we are that awesome.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Oh, and someone in the comments congratulated us at the very start, and I forgot to show it, but we were actually featured in the Las Vegas Weekly. We had a 2-page spread.
Yay.
And that was really awesome because
thanks to you guys.
Yeah, thanks to you guys. They told us, you're going to be with 15 other people. You're going to get a little feature. We didn't know we were going to be the front 2-page spread and the number 1 of the 15. That was crazy. So thank you, Las Vegas Weekly. And we had a really fun photo shoot.
Our photographer was fun.
We jumped around and...
Yeah, because he was like, okay, pose. And I was like, I didn't want to be like all like pose and weird. And I think you asked, can we jump?
Yeah.
And he, like the rest of the day, he was just like, jump.
Yeah, we did a lot of jumping in heels.
I think we took 800 photos.
Did we really?
Yeah, because he was how many? He was like something 7 like 56 or something. I was like, that's like 800, and we still kept taking pictures. But he was going.
Yeah, they were, but I mean that's not even blurry.
I know, so he's amazing.
Yeah, thank you guys for congratulating us and for your support. Kendra Turley goes, why does Hilly do all the acting?
Is that an angry question?
I don't know.
I hope not. I have had a lot of people, and can you guys, I just want to be really clear with this because it frustrates me when they're like, how come it's not Hannah Wood? How come it's all about Hilly? Do you feel out of the limelight? Like, I'm like, will you just calm down?
That was a really good impersonation of an angry person.
No, but that's how they write, because it's like, angry face. And I'm like, my God, like, seriously, like, I'm glad that you guys love me, but I couldn't do the show without her, and she couldn't do it without me.
Yeah.
So when Hilly's acting, sometimes it's like, because I'm like, Hilly, I'm not comfortable doing that character, and I know you're gonna shine. And I love to film it.
Plus, Hannah doesn't feel as comfortable in front of the camera, and I don't feel as comfortable filming.
Mm-hmm.
So as a team, we make the Hillywood Show. And
we really like to be in it together. We like to
act together
because we giggle, we have a good time. But I'm stressed. What's happening over there?
And it's never about like, oh, camera time. It's just like she's the director. She knows what's up, and she has fun, and I have fun, and that's just how it's been from the start.
I mean, there are times where like we did The Hobbit, and I told her, I really want to be in this, and she's like,
I worked
you
out
can't
a
be a dwarf,
yeah.
You can't do that, and I was like, no, I get it, but like I'm so in love with Lord of the Rings. Can I please play something? And she goes, let's do
a
cameo for Frodo, because he is in The Hobbit. So it's just at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but it's never like, oh, stop already. It's nothing.
So can we just be clear?
It's just a teamwork. It's just who we are and what we do.
I am not upset, and it's not about playing favorites. It's just because that's what we chose to do.
Yeah. And she's already told me, she goes, I don't want like the lead.
Uh-huh.
She goes, I'm too uncomfortable. And me, I've told her, I don't want to film the whole thing. I'm too uncomfortable. So there you go. Recipe made.
It is hard. because sometimes when you're behind the camera, it takes forever.
It takes a long time.
And then it's like when I'm acting, it takes me forever. So
yeah, we're just wired. God made us wired the way we're supposed to be wired.
Oh, Christine Ball says you girls have been a blessed and something like blessed with a great gift.
Oh, thank you so
thanks.
much. Wow, 484. What happened? It just peaked. Okay, let's do something fun to keep people. Here's my socks.
Here's my socks. They're cute. They're given by a fan in England.
I got fox ears on. And I'm wearing a Lord of the Rings t-shirt or our
I'm getting
parody
hot
t-shirt.
in my sweater.
And it is getting a little warm in here. I feel like we should open the window.
I think it's because we don't have the fan on or something.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it quiet.
And
though.
we have a sleeping dog on my lap.
Anna Hokie wants to know who came up with the idea of the YouTube channel. Me. Because it started with the Hillywood Show and I played all the characters. And then after that, we did episodes and I needed a sidekick to play a character because I couldn't play all the characters. And therefore, she became my sidekick. So yeah, that's kind of how it's always been. I've played like most of the characters I can, and then if I had to have two characters in the same scene, she would come in.
Yeah.
And she'd play the sidekick.
And then we'd usually set the camera up like on a tripod or have someone film it. Like it was kind of ghetto.
All right. So tweet us at Hilly Hindi, at Hannah Hindi, at Hilly Show, or stay in the comments and ask us anything about the making of the Lord of the Rings, about our parodies, about future parodies, anything you guys want to know, because we're only on for a little bit longer before we have to run. Because we have to do some pre-scripting.
This has been fun. We hope to maybe do some more of these in the future.
Yes. What was Constantine? Oh wow, I'm reading a lot.
What was the most entertaining scene to shoot on the Walking Dead parody?
On the Walking Dead parody?
Oh God.
Being on a horse. That was so much fun.
That was really cool.
I love horsey riding. I could go for hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have to say the horse scenes were like really fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was beautiful. Like the sun was gorgeous. You had enough room for all the people that were on set that day.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an open field. So, yeah. That's a good
Someone
question.
wants to know, since you feature Bartok in so many productions, what about Feline? I don't know if we're ever gonna like keep doing like, oh, it has to be a signature thing. And plus, Feline's a puppy and she's kind of crazy.
A little hyper.
Hashtag cray.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, her face is always like.
Alice Cassidy wants to know, how did we get little Tanner to be in our parody?
Aw,
Tanner, for those of you who don't know, he was on the Ellen Show, and he played Carl right now. So you know who we're talking about. And he was also a contestant on America's Got Talent. And he was just a little dancer that we thought would be perfect for Carl, because he's the perfect age and the perfect kind of look for him. And he's talented. And we just reached out to his mom.
We reached out to his mom, but we didn't hear back for like a really long time. So we're like, oh, the email probably doesn't work, or they're not online. And then we heard back and we were freaking out because we could not find a Carl that could dance.
Mm-mm.
Not at that age. And then also like the age.
The most people watching right now, our peak. What time is it over there? That's awesome. Hello.
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 Sounds like the accent.
We're blowing kisses to everyone watching. We appreciate your support and think it's awesome that you're watching, you guys. Bailey Kahn wants to know, do you have any advice for newly starting YouTubers?
Are you looking at me?
Yeah.
Take
a notepad, write this down.
Start off small.
Start off small.
Don't look at us or other YouTubers and be like, I'm going to get there within like my first video, because you're not.
We've been doing this for 8 years.
8 years, and we still are learning when things work and when they don't. So start off just small. Remember to have fun and be yourself. Be original. Don't copy anything else that's on YouTube.
That's, I think,
that's the biggest thing. Because if you do that, it's kind of like when you watch, for example, TV, like TLC, and it's like, how I got the dress, wedding dress, this dress, that dress, and you're like, everything is the same. you know what I'm talking about?
Because we've always respected other YouTubers and
not even gone near or touched that.
We've never wanted, and if we are inspired, we really stray away from that. Because I think it's, it's a compliment that we want to like just say be like somebody, but to blatantly come out and take their ideas and do something Like, it's, like, so hard because we've seen productions that have stolen our choreography, that have done, like, the same song, who make music videos.
They call
movie
it Walking
characters.
Dead parody. Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
can't you think of another name?
It's
or
really,
something?
like, hard for us to watch that because it's disappointing, and
It's
that's not what we want you guys to do.
Yeah.
We want you to be unique,
Do
be your own person.
Like, yeah, I know.
Trust your own creativity, because if you don't do something new and exciting, then, like, your chances of getting noticed more are slimmer because you're just a carbon copy of someone else. So trust your own instincts and what God gave you.
And you need to start playing with things. So, like, if you're like, oh, I'm going to do a talk show, and I'm going to da-da-da-da-da-da, so do it and put it out for a little while. See if you even enjoy it first. If you are, watch your views, see what's going on. Oh, it's not doing that great. Okay, I'm gonna try to do some vlogging, and I'm gonna do this. So you need to test it out, because I know a lot of people have told me I'm going to, and then they do it for like 2 days, and they're like, I'm not cut out for this. Like, this is just hard, you guys. And I'm like, yeah. So be yourself. Just be original. Be you. Be you. Because you're special too.
We have a question for you guys, though.
Yeah.
What parodies would you like us to do this year for 2015? We already pretty much have the lineup. But
if we get approved.
Yeah, if we get approved. But we would like your opinion of what you guys would like to see. Now, be real here. Be logical. Don't say like the Lego movie, because it's impossible. We're not going to become Legos. So something that you would really like and that you're a big fan of and you actually could see us doing. So put those in the comments right now. We would love to like start naming some of them and giving our opinion on some of them.
Oh, excuse me.
What? Oh God, I read someone's totally the wrong way. I thought it was saying something else, but it wasn't. Okay, they're saying.
Okay, here we go.
Sherlock, the Vampire Diaries parody, but we did Vampire Diaries already.
Lady Gaga again. We've done a lot of Lady Gaga already. There's X-Men. Okay.
Gossip Girl. Not so sure about that one.
Teen Wolf.
American Horror Story.
I have to catch up on
That
that.
might be fun, but it's kind of hard because that's for an older audience. Because even doing The Walking Dead, a lot of our viewers were like, oh, it's a little violent, or, it was like, we have to also be aware of where our statics are. But right now, I think our age range is like 18 to 49, so you guys are pretty cool. So maybe some American Horror Story or scary stuff.
I don't know. We'd have to think of something.
Yeah.
Because I haven't even caught up on that at all.
Teen Wolf, we haven't watched Teen Wolf in forever. We are so far behind.
I turned on the TV one day, and I was like, oh, I haven't watched this. I was so freaking lost. There was like a lizard man, and I was so confused. I had to turn it off because I was like, I missed it. I gotta catch up.
Star Wars, someone says.
Okay.
Star Wars is coming out in 2015. That's something to think about, and we are huge Star Wars fans.
Yeah,
may the Force be with you
I get nervous because I feel like if we say Star Wars, everyone's gonna be like, it's gonna be perfect, and I'm like, oh guys, I really hope so, because like we always stress out like if you guys don't like it or not.
Your opinion matters a lot to
Once
us.
upon a time, we get that a lot, but we actually have not caught up on that series.
Pretty Little Liars, we've actually never watched. I'm gonna say
I watched one
front.
episode.
I watched like nothing.
I watched one episode, and I was like, okay, so I was trying to figure it out.
And plus, I think we enjoy doing something more like fandom based, like not geeky, but you get what I mean.
Yeah,
like more characterized. I think is what we like.
It depends.
Yeah, I guess.
Because like Sherlock's like not characterized. Like, well, I guess X-Men would be, because that's like costumes and stuff.
Yeah. Divergent. We've gone Divergent a lot. I know. I have a lot of requests. And Supernatural is like our number one request.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can I just say this? Maze Runner is probably a no-go, because that's all CG, and I cannot create a maze.
No.
Because that's like impossible. And plus it's like,
Les Mis.
It's hard.
We would love to do Les Mis, but we don't know how popular, if you guys would even want to see that.
Yeah, because we've had ideas.
We've had ideas for Les Mis, but we always feel like, oh, it's too old to do, and we're not sure how many of you would approve of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because we kind of get your gist when we do different parodies of who likes what and what likes who. We would never do The Fault in Our Stars. We're turning that one down because that is a serious movie.
Serious and sad.
And it's sad, and that is nothing to be poking fun about. So we'll leave that one rest aside. Thank you, though. Merlin.
I haven't ever
We've
watched that.
We've met some stars from it.
Yeah, but I didn't.
And they were like, "You guys should do Merlin," and we were like, "I've watched a ton of them actually."
Really?
Yeah, but
I haven't.
That's too hard, and I would look terrible as Merlin. All right, guys, you only have a few.
I don't think
500 people watching.
I don't think we would do Glee.
Hello, 500 people.
I don't think we would do Glee, guys, because all they do is sing.
Glee
and
is
that's
kind of like the
what we're
Hillywood
doing.
Show.
But they're not, though. They're actually doing songs.
Someone goes The Little Mermaid with a twist.
Oh.
We're never saying no to Disney. Let's just say that. You might see a little bit more Disney this year. Hopefully. Possibly. Maybe. Orange is the New Black. Frozen. We just did Frozen. That's what's crazy. People are still asking for a Frozen parody, even though we did Mr. Frodo, Let It Go.
I know, right?
You guys, we did Frozen.
I don't know, guys. Like, I would say right now, I want to say no to Frozen.
What? Well, we just did Frozen.
No,
so we did Frozen.
No, they're talking about dress up like the characters. That's what they're talking.
But we already did Frozen in our way.
In our
Frodo
own way,
and
but
Sam.
they're asking for Frozen. I don't know because
Like
it has to
Elsa,
be a
Anna.
whole idea and it have to be believable. Because dressing up in a silly little costume, I think, is like kind of like
Are
fake.
you going to finish Twilight? We did.
We did all the Twilight.
We did all the movies.
So go on our YouTube channel if you haven't seen it. It's all the way through.
Into the Woods.
Oh, yeah, we really liked that movie. We'll have to think about that one a little bit.
Into the Woods would be fun.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Mean Girls. Oh my god, I love that movie.
Mean Girls would be fun.
That would be fun, but that's an old
hard
movie, though.
That's hard because it has so many characters.
Yeah, and it's an old
More
movie.
Doctor Who. I would love to do more Doctor Who. I actually have more Doctor Who ideas.
The originals? I don't know about the
But
originals.
I'm not sure because Doctor Who was such a big kind of step up for our channel that maybe we'll come back to it. Maybe, but it really depends on how the year is going. What other things we'd like to do before we return back to Doctor Who. I feel like more time has to go. Guardians of the Galaxy. Too hard, but it would be so fun.
So fun, but so hard.
How are you gonna make like a CG rocket? Bartok, I hope you want to dress up like a raccoon. Star Trek.
Oh, Maleficent.
Maleficent.
I really like that movie. Star Trek? Oh, it's hard.
Hannibal.
No, not Hannibal.
Into the Woods again.
The Titanic? I don't think we would do the Titanic, no.
Phantom of the Opera? I don't think so. Supernatural is like Supernatural, Sherlock.
I've never watched Arrow, ever. So I would say no to that right now because I don't know it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Marvel.
Oh, Marvel. Yeah.
I told you they want Marvel.
That's difficult, though.
That's super
That's
difficult.
really hard for us. We have to be really creative with
Pretty
what we
much
come up
no
with.
to the Avengers.
No.
It would have to do like a separate story of like a Marvel character because it's impossible, you
There
guys.
is not enough money.
It's not enough money, and we can't even Hulk anybody.
Because you guys are expecting it to be like Ace, and it's like we're working on like a quarter of like what the actual movies get because they get millions. You know what I mean? Millions, and we're like, well, our budget is, I'm very grateful to Nerdist, but it's this compared to like the movies you watch, and you're like, well, it's going to be like the Hulk, like it's gonna look like the Hulk.
Nerdist is helping us so much, but when you compare like how much the Lord of the Rings costs and what we're trying to recreate, it's not even a quarter.
So that's why we get nervous. That's why sometimes we say no.
Big Hero 6.
What's
Big Hero 6. It's like the little white inflatable robot.
Oh,
That'd be so cute. Mockingjay. We had an idea for Catching Fire, but I feel like we missed the boat.
Well, I think we didn't really have the budget at the time.
We didn't have the budget, and I don't think we still even
I still
have the
don't
budget.
think we would have the budget because it's such a big idea.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately.
I don't think we would do Narnia. I think it's too old.
Yeah, I think it's old.
Maybe you know what I would love to do? I would love to do Dirty Dancing.
Really?
Yeah. I think it'd be really fun. Like a flashback, but it's like you'd have to have time to do a flashback, and we don't have time.
Yeah, no.
We always have to do what's hot and what's now. And what's
I don't think
popular.
that would be approved. I think it needs to be like more of what's now. Unless it's a really great idea.
It's a great idea. Game of Thrones, too hard.
We need
Did
to
you guys know? I
review.
think like each episode costs like 20 million or something for Game of Thrones.
It's probably not that much.
I think so. I think I
not
read
per
an article.
episode. How would they be able to afford that?
Did I just say I think I read an uncle? I meant to say article and I said uncle. Oh my god, we haven't checked.
Well, because they're going crazy on the
510. We have more people watching.
Okay, but we can only go for maybe 30 more minutes.
Yes,
I
we
think.
can only go for a little bit
Because this is going to get too long
longer.
of a feed for people to watch. So, yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
I
guys.
told you.
Jeez. Oh
I didn't
my
know
god.
that many people. Oh, Jurassic World.
No.
Maybe Jurassic Park. I don't know.
I do not. Okay.
Okay,
Whoever wants to volunteer a dinosaur puppet, be my guest.
You know what I feel about Jurassic World though is that I feel like someone made Disneyland, and now someone's making Disney World. Like it's the same story.
Hillary, I know.
Well, and the new Terminator movie, like it's like the same.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, let's not vent. She doesn't like the new Terminator trailer. I don't really like it either because I feel like it's just like, hey, we didn't know what to do with the story, and now we're just
They're just
gonna
trying
make
to,
it over
they're
again.
Just trying to
It's
make
like I
money.
feel like they're ruining the whole
Yeah.
first one because now it's like all that doesn't matter. It's starting over again.
It's
And
retarded.
I'm like, why are you ruining it? It was so good.
I'm sorry, but I'm like such a fan of Terminator that that'd be really funny. I have to see the movie.
I haven't played a Johnny Depp character since Jack. Mm-hmm. And I would love to do something Gaga again, but there hasn't been like an opportunity.
Someone says, will you do another Pirates of the Caribbean in the future?
No.
No. Probably not. I mean, unless there's something
Unless
to do with
there's
pirates that
with
would
the
really...
new movie, but that's not coming out till like 2016 or 17.
They've been saying that for the past 5 years.
Yeah.
We'll see when that happens.
The Labyrinth with David Bowie.
Oh! The babe with power.
You remind me of the Babe. The Babe with the power. Power? The power of voodoo. Who do you do? Remind me of the Babe. I saw my baby in this like really tight pants.
Holy crap! Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? Wow.
That is so old.
That is really
Oh,
old.
Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Someone says Bates Motel. Never really caught up on that series. I'd have to look into that. Not saying no, but...
How about Wolf Blood? I've never heard of that.
Annie parody?
No.
Like the new Annie? Or...
Tomorrow.
I like the old one.
It's a hard knock life for us.
It's a hard knock life for us.
I
don't know what she
It's a hard knock life. We can
Dun, dun,
we can
dun.
make very good children voices, and I love when people meet us because I mean, I'm 24, she's 28, but when people hear our voices, they're like,
Yeah.
you guys sound like you're 12. I'm like, well, it's because we're like 5'2" and under.
You're 5'2". I'm like 4'11".
We're like baby people.
very, very
So
tiny.
that's why we have like squeaky voices because we're just small.
Good.
The woman in black.
Our fans are still telling us what to do. Look at, they're still going on.
Oh, Grease.
Oh.
Grease lightning, go, 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 go.
Grease lightning, something, something,
Grease lightning, go, Grease lightning. Keep talking, boy, keep talking.
Oh, that's a different part.
Oh, sorry.
You want your cream?
Hilly,
Peaches and cream.
you would have to do Rumpelstiltskin. Once upon a time.
Oh, someone says Chicago. Nice.
Chicago. That's old.
It's old, but
But see, like, I feel like if we were to announce something like that, people would go, yeah, why did you pick that? And they'd get all mad. I don't know. Am I understanding you guys wrong?
I think so. I think a lot of people get really upset, like, if it's an older movie. I mean, unless it's something like Star Wars, you know, like a big, like a fan base that's still going. Because if it's something older, I think a lot of people are like,
Because if
well,
that's the case, I'm just gonna like whip out like a Laurel and Hardy parody. like you know,
there's a bunch of old ones that I would want to do, but it really
Mm-hmm.
depends if you guys are gonna even share it, because that's not we don't grow except from you guys by like word of mouth and sharing. If you don't share the video, it goes nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
That's up to you guys. So if you guys are like, oh, that was funny, but I'm not gonna share it, then
Batman.
Go
we
anywhere.
did The Dark Knight, but it would be fun to do something Batman-ish
On
again.
The
The
Princess
Wizard of
Bride.
Oz. The Wizard of Oz. You know what, you guys? We can quote that whole movie, like scene per scene. We were just doing it
doing that
before we started. Tangled or Brave?
Oh.
Would you guys like to see us make adaptions like that, like of Tangled or Brave, or I don't know if we could do it this year, but maybe sometime.
We're just gonna wait.
Planet of the Apes. Nope, too hard.
I am not dressing like a monkey.
Maybe they meant the old one.
I still don't want to dress like a monkey.
What do they call him?
Do you know
Blue
how much-
eyes.
Yeah, blue eyes.
Hey, blue eyes.
It's a madhouse.
It's a madhouse.
A madhouse. That part scared me when I was little.
Hannah, you want to do a quick challenge?
Sure.
All right, I'm gonna tell you a character that you've played, and you have to pull their face.
No, I'm bad at this. No.
No, you don't want to play.
No, I don't.
We'll have to do that on a separate video.
Yeah,
That's why you guys have to
I
subscribe
need
to our
like
channel.
time to make the face. 'Cause I'm not that quick.
You don't like to do it live?
Oh, Dark
Shadows!
Shadows!
Oh my god! You guys, we really want to do Dark Shadows, but we feel like half of you would be like, nah. I'd like to do Dark Shadows.
I would too.
I really
So, okay,
would.
here we go. Yes on Disney adaptations. Yes, Tangled.
Chicken Little.
I'm not doing Chicken Little.
I think they're just being funny.
You guys
I
crazy?
hope they're just being funny.
Just grab some chickens and hope they act. Go, chickens, go. Kill Bill? No.
Dark Shadows. That'd be so fun. Wicked.
Wow,
There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions. That's so cool, though. I'm glad that you guys feel like we can do so many things.
Brave.
I wish you would have put Smaug in The Hobbit, who played him. Hold on. Oh, wait. Yeah, Benedict. How could we have put Smaug in The Hobbit when it was the unexpected parody?
Yeah, it's based off the first movie, not the second.
Yes, they say yes to Dark Shadows and or Brave/Tangled. Dark Shadows would be good. Well, that's nice to know. I don't know. Oh, Into the Woods again. Seeing a lot of those.
Hairspray? I don't think we would do Hairspray. No, I don't think
The
we would do
Conjuring.
Hairspray.
Never seen it.
Mamma Mia. I won't do that movie.
No. Ghostbusters.
Oh.
You
Are you
okay?
Barney?
I think he wants to go pee. Oh well, he'll have to
He'll-
wait.
he'll be
No,
fine.
he's fine.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
That's a TV show.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I was gonna say I haven't seen it.
Peter Pan.
The Breakfast Club, well, I mean, we'd have to really think of something. I'm not sure about that, though. I haven't really. Sleepy Hollow with Johnny Depp?
With Johnny
Or
Depp.
the TV show?
No, with Johnny Depp, obviously.
No, a lot of people are saying Sleepy Hollow TV show.
Sleepy
now.
Hollow with Johnny Depp, because
Yeah, I know.
like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, don't. That's the best Sleepy Hollow ever made.
It's really
We
violent.
should watch that. We haven't watched that in years. Oh, the part that she would not watch was when his mother was like killed by like the torture device, and she comes out and it's like
I
blood.
wouldn't watch it?
Yep, no. You don't remember that?
How old was I? Like
Young.
14.
Every time it would come, you go, tell me when it's over.
Really?
Yeah, and I would just sit there and watch it, and it scared me. but I
Because
still
like it
watched
opens and blood pours out. Like it is freaky.
It's very scary, but I remember you'd always say, yeah, you'd be like, tell me when it's over.
I'm still like that with Braveheart. I'm a little wincy on some of the scenes.
I can't watch the end of Braveheart.
No, I like.
I watched the whole movie
I turn
till
it
he's
off,
up there,
yeah.
and I turn it off. I
It
literally
makes
cannot
me
watch
sick.
it.
It makes me sick.
No, it
inside.
makes me sick, and I just feel depressed. Like I don't even know what to feel. They're like, and they got the land of Scotland back, and I'm like, boo.
His
Like, that-
intestines are hanging out of
It's
his
disgusting.
body. Yeah.
Like I don't want to watch that. Like I just wish the movie would end happy, but that's not the real story.
Mary Poppins. Now you guys are reaching. The Goonies! Oh my god, I would love to do the Goonies.
Pulp Fiction? I don't think so, guys.
Well, I'm shaking the camera. I'm sorry. Anyway, I think the Goonie would be fun.
We've already done Sweeney Todd.
How could we parody a parody that we do?
No, we've already done Sweeney Todd. That's in like older episodes.
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Is Clash of the Titans that football movie?
No, I think
Wait.
Clash of the Titans.
Oh,
is-
Clash of the Titans is the.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the other one? It's like Titans or something.
Remember the Titans.
That's why I'm thinking. I'm like football.
Teenage Mutant Turtles. Nope.
No.
You look really scary.
Nice, thanks. Whoever took that picture, it makes me feel great about myself.
Something with Gaga's music. Ria wants to.
Oh.
Ria wants.
Oh. Well, goes through a lot of approvals that you got to get for that.
Yeah, GOG is kind of hard to get.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know.
We did Nightmare Before Christmas with Goggling.
Well, it was goggling, but I think they're talking about...
Well, I can't dress up like a claymation.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You know, guys, what we want to do on our channel, we want to start gaming.
Would you guys want to watch us
I
game?
think gaming would be a lot of fun. Say yes if you'd like to see us gaming.
Say yes, gaming.
Yes,
if
gaming.
you want to see us do gaming.
If you'd like to see us do gaming.
Because we are cheaters.
Yeah, we're cheaters and we're screamers.
And we're screamers.
Yeah. So, someone says do all of Johnny Depp's movies.
Well,
All right.
That would kind of get boring.
Yeah, we have some different ideas that we'd like to do for our channel. We'd even like to start doing like podcasts. Something, that would keep you guys...
Mm-hmm. Like
that would keep your guys' attention while we're doing
parodies, but sometimes we almost just have to kind of like go into blackout mode during pre-production because we're so busy, we don't have time.
They say yes, 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 gaming, yes, gaming, yes, gaming, yes, 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 gaming, gaming, yes, gaming. Someone says yes. Yeah, we think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know like how to hook up all the stuff like if we play Wii. No. But we'd have to like stick with computer games, so I know how to edit that.
Computer games. We would have to just... Oh man, that sucks. Because I want to say, we would just have to look into it. And then I'm like, well, what if we have to go into pre-production like next month?
I know.
Then we have like no time.
Literally, you guys, for The Lord of the Rings and for The Walking Dead, I was working 18-hour days.
No, it was 16. But it was every day.
The Lord of the Rings was 18 hours. I counted. It's 18-hour days for The Lord of the Rings, and I was working through the weekend.
We need a day off.
And it was...
We didn't have a day off for 4 months.
It becomes a little hard, and so that's why I haven't been vlogging just by myself lately. We haven't done any challenges lately.
We're going to, though, now, because we've felt like we've had a little bit of a break. Like, I think we've had, like, about a week of, like, like, we're still doing stuff, but we're not prepping just yet, because we're waiting for some approvals. But,
so that's why you haven't seen some, like, vlogs or challenges, because there's legit, like, no time to edit it. So that's why we want to do a lot more meetups this year, more live streams, because we can do these really easy. Yeah. And then we can always game, like, that's super easy. Like, we don't have to worry about scripting or this.
But it's editing for gaming. That's what takes a lot of time,
We would like to do more sketches, not, like, full-on parodies. Like, you know how our Harry Potter The Order of Umbridge is? We would like to do more of those types of sketches to where they're easier to shoot and not as hard as a full-on parody, which you guys will definitely get. But, we just want to make sure that we can do it all.
Yeah, we're doing our best, guys, so don't be angry when we're not putting
But we love, like, your guys' interaction with us when there's nothing,
Yeah.
And that you're still sharing the Lord of the Rings parody. It's been, like, I think today the 17th? Yesterday was. It's been exactly 1 month since the Lord of the Rings parody came out, and it already has over 600,000 views. So in 1 month, you guys have made,
it's over almost 500,000.
Over 500,000 of you guys watching and sharing it. And with every person you send it to or tag on Facebook or tweet to, that's just another view for us, and that's just hopefully another fan for the Hillywood Show. And I can't tell you how much that helps. Because that's the thing, a lot of people, they just watch their favorite movie or they just read their favorite book, but without recommending it to a friend or to a co-worker or anything, like, it wouldn't go anywhere. But apparently you guys are doing something right with this parody because it's gaining a lot of views. So we just want to tell you thank you for that. And honestly, we can't do this without you guys. We can't do it without your help. So, yeah. Yay! Anyway, that's kind of it. Oh, why did it start? Oh, no. Uh-oh. I hope we didn't...
We probably ran out of time.
We didn't run out of time. It's still streaming.
Oh.
Are you guys still there?
It restarted.
Uh-oh. How about reload your page or fast forward? If it restarted?
Maybe. Sorry, we're still learning.
That's weird.
Oh, someone goes, it's normal for me.
Okay.
So,
Wow, those comments go by fast. I can't even get a tweet or text in there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think we're fine. Anyway, we just want to say thank you to everyone who tuned in to watch.
Yeah.
Just us talk. We really loved this time with you. We love interacting with you. Follow us on our Twitter, which is @HillyHindy,
At
@HannahHindy, @Hillywood Show,
Hillywood
if you just
Show.
want all things Hillywood. But on our personal account, we do give a little bit more detail with regards to planning and parodies.
We also do Q&As sometimes.
Yeah, fun Q&As with you guys.
Yeah.
And we are in the process of pre-scripting another parody.
We just have to wait for approval.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, next week we're going to announce the winner of the reaction video contest for the Lord of the Rings parody. So congrats to the winner already. I know who it is.
Yes.
But keep in touch, guys. Don't be strangers.
Keep in touch, and if you were in this chat, go leave a comment on the Lord of the Rings parody saying
Frodo lives.
Frodo lives, and tell us what you love most about the parody, and we'll thumbs it up, and we'll reply to some, just so we know that you guys were there, and that we'll have fun with the Lord of the Rings parody again. Get some more talking on that side. All right, you guys, thank you so much for this again, and hopefully we'll be talking to you guys sooner than later.
Yeah.
We love you all so much. Go get your Lord of the Rings Let It Go t-shirt.
Yeah. ShopHillywood.com.
ShopHillywood.com, and that's it.
I think someone
I think
died
someone
next
just
door.
died. All right, you guys, see you later. I'm going to try to
Bye.
stop the stream. Hopefully it works. Okay, we're just
Okay.
going to wait until it stops.